Yo, what up? What's going on, guys? As you can tell, I am not late at all. Not late at all, guys. Don't you worry about it, okay? I ain't late. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. Never been late, my friends. Never been late. How's everybody doing? You're late, Dale. I don't know what happened. Yeah, you must have came in late there, buddy. What's up, World Tree? Seth was cracking, dude. Marco's into his house. What's up, Marco? How you doing, sir? How you doing, sir? What QR code do I have up there? Let's see. Giveaway, not the one we want because it changes all the time. So I do have a giveaway going on right now, guys. If you want to check it out, let me grab you guys the link for it. So I teamed up with my buddy Matt over at Drop Beacon. You guys know I love Drop Beacon. And we're doing a giveaway for the O-Knife LK that I just reviewed. See if that works. All right. I put it up in the corner. If one of you guys wouldn't mind scanning that QR code and let me know if it works, should take you to the LK giveaway page. Why does this want to be? It wants to be too high. I don't like it when it's. I don't like when there's a lot of dead space up here. You know, I want you guys looking at my chest, my chesticles. That's my son's favorite thing is as soon as my shirt comes off, we're going in the pool or I'm getting changed or whatever. My son he's like, up. He wants me to pick him up and then he just wants to grab my nipples and do titty twisters. Little bastard. Let's see. Troy, what up, dude? Oh, wrong one. Sorry, but what up, Joey? What's going on, dude? Troy, what up? The dead space is in between the ears. That's correct, sir. That is correct. Cheers to you guys. I got a Dr. Pepper cream soda here. Creme de la creme of sodas. Marcel, oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, he automatically gets entered. Whenever I start a O-Light giveaway, he automatically is entered to win. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was early tonight, baby. That's right. Did I miss anything earlier? Don't think so. I was pretty late letting everybody know about the live stream. I created it at like 8:30. So probably won't be too many people who find it. Ground Fog, what up? Shane Dog, what up? V3 Growler, yes, please. Hell yeah, dude. V3 Growler is sick, by the way. Was carrying it today. If there's any version you guys want to see, let me know. I have them all right here. I'm going to ship off a few tomorrow to some reviewers and such. So I won't have them all anymore. So if there's one you want to see, please let me know. I'll be doing a disassembly probably in the next day or so. I'm pretty excited to take them apart and throw in some skifferoonies and just get a look in there because I would say the Growler V3 is our best design, like overall, like best build, if you know what I mean. We've kind of been, picking at things over the years, trying to get them right, trying to get a milled clip right. And then on the Growler and other models, trying to go linerless, trying to then address the stop pin, trying to fit a lanyard hole in. The Growler has a lanyard hole. Trying to get the perfect front flipper design. I think we found it with the binge, and it's been implemented on this knife. We want to try some new milling patterns, implemented on this knife. Just a lot of stuff that is kind of the culmination of things on this knife. So I'm really happy about that. So I want to take it apart and brag about it, show you guys the inside, show you the little pinholes to get the pivot collars out. I think the small boy had those. That was the first knife with it. Just a little thing, you know, but I've probably had 5 or 6 people over the 5 years that have had issues with the pivot collars not coming out. And the straw that broke the camel's back was like 6 months ago, or maybe it was a year ago at this point. There was a guy who had a binge. He had a blade binge, exclusive binge in the, I think it was in the Hint of Lime version, and his pivot collars would not come out. Like, no matter what he did, he could not get the collars out. So he sent it to me because I was like, send it in, we'll figure out a way to get it out. And I mean, I tried every trick in the book and nothing could get that pivot collar out. You know, I eventually was trying to Dremel it, and then I was heating it up, trying to just, you know, heat seems to be the best mode, or the best way to get a collar out is use heat to kill. Basically, it evaporates the oil that's holding it in, because usually it's oil that's like sucking on it. That's what she said, and holding that collar in. So if you burn off that oil or whatever, the collar will want to come out. The problem with heat is, obviously, if it's a colored collar, if there's ano on it, you're going to ruin it. If there's ano on the handle scale, you could ruin it. Like, it's easy to ruin stuff with heat. So anyway, I ended up destroying this. I think I messed up the whole knife, like the scale and everything. We gave him a new knife and we took care of it, of course. But that was kind of the last straw for me. At that point, I was like, we got to do something about the pivot collars. And that's why we just, you know, I had the idea, why don't we just put 2 little holes right behind the collars, and then you could take a sewing needle or whatever, a toothpick in some cases, and just pop the collar out from the back. Also what she said. So anyway, that's my rant about pivot collars. You guys probably don't want to hear my 2-hour lecture on pivot collars. I've been on a hour-long video streak. The last few videos have been like an hour plus because I just can't shut up. So I could probably talk for an hour about just the pivot collar thing. I'll refrain from doing so. I want to give a big shout out to Skiff Made Blades, Skiff Workshop. Steve over there is a great guy, and he supplies me with the bearings when I need them. So if you guys want to pick up any skiffs, use the code LeftyEDC. There's always a link in the description for skiff. It's usually near the top. But I asked him to send me some 5mm 3/64 because I was running low after the small boy video where I swapped 2 out. And then I needed just a few of the 5mm 1/16 because I believe the Growler V3 is going to be 5mm 1/16 if they didn't change it from the last run, which we didn't tell them to change it, so there's no reason it should have changed. But God knows, sometimes OEMs just do shit. But they should be 5mm 1/16, so I have those ready, unless, because we did have them implement all the upgrades from the mini growler and the Growler XL onto the V3. It's possible that they also swapped the bearings to whatever we were doing on the mini. So you never know. Sometimes they do change shit, and it's not their fault. So anyway, big shout out to Skiff. Check them out. Use that code, and then I don't have the card anymore. I was going to show the card, but they also have this bearing bounty program where you can get like $5 off your next purchase if you give them the specs on a knife. So if you have a new knife that comes out and you have it and you put Skiffs in it and you know the size, you can hit up Skiff and be like, hey, this knife uses this size. And if you're the first person, then he'll give you $5 off. If you buy a lot of knives and you swap a lot of Skiffs, you could probably rack that up, get some free Skiffs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the other thing that Skiff does is the drop point email, which gives you all the drops that are coming up. Really fantastic service that he runs. I want to get him and I want to get Matt from Drop Beacon together and form some kind of Avengers of drops, the Drop Avengers. Maybe get like a schedule somewhere. So there's like actually a calendar that has all the drops on it and shit. That would be pretty cool. Somebody's got a Tri-Stash, Dan Stan. I need to get a set for my Tri-Stash V2. Well, there you go, sir. Pick some up. LeftyEDC, save you 10% on your order. You got to have the skifferoonies, baby. Got to have the skifferoonies. Somebody says impact driver. All right, Cropsy. Thank you, sir. You think an impact driver is going to help me get the collars out? It adds up. I have like $115 in bearing bounties. Damn, son. He's rolling in that bounty money. Shit, we might as well call you Dog. We're going to call you Dog, the bearing bounty hunter. Dog, the bearing bounty hunter. Remember that show? Remember Dog? Was that his name, right? Now it sounds weird. Is it Dog, the bounty hunter? What the? Maybe now it sounds stupid. Doesn't sound right. Let me know if that's right. That guy was a hoot. It was in like Hawaii, right? Pretty hilarious. I do have, what do I have here? I don't know. I have like 2 things I could unbox. I think one of them is like a power bank. I know you guys might not care about tech stuff. I've been really into it lately. And then I have some knives. I don't know who that's from. I do have a bunch of knives over here I still need to unbox. It kind of worked out last time. The last live stream I did, I unboxed like 5 knives, and then the next day or whatever, I did a video showing all those knives. So maybe we'll do that again. I don't know. But let me know if you're interested. I do have this artisan cutlery. They specifically were like, hey, did you open that yet? And I was like, nope, but I got it. And I realized I didn't turn on my studio lights. Hold on. Let me know if this looks better or worse. I'm starting to realize that maybe sometimes more is not better. And the studio lights can be overpowering. I usually aim them at the ceiling, but I don't have time right now. So let's see. There's 1. There's 2. Is that? I mean, now you can see all my facial flaws. Oh boy, what am I gonna do? Do you like it better in the dark? Let me know. This is the artisan. It's something from Ray Laconico. Guess I'll show you the the Growler first. This is the one I carried today. This is the reverse tux with our new chevron milling pattern. Look at that milling pattern, dude. That shit's nice. That shit's nice, son. Look at this shit. Look at that. Just look at it. Shout out to bees. I do that all the time now. I love that milling pattern so much. And then you got the belt satin S90V on this one. Pop. Front flipper is money. You got the reach around on her. And of course, you got, try it. I almost got it. I don't have a clip because I'm left-handed. Let me try it. That jimping is that jimping ain't a joke, son. There we go. But yeah, absolutely wonderful. All DLC hardware and shit too. So this is gonna be a durable one. Bead blast on the tie, but it's got the milling, which will help with some of the wear on it. This is the polished version. Now get ready, man. This thing, Kubi's polished tie, or fuck, Kubi's polished 154 CM is just the best. Okay, I really like their M390, polished M390 we've been doing with Urban Cutlery. But I got to tell you guys, I think the 154 CM actually looks better. Like, I don't always get the full mirror effect from the M390 ones, but the 154, man, you get the mirror. Look at this shit, dude. And it's still, look, it's still got some shit on it. Cut the shit out of myself, son. Man, what was that? Look at that shit right there. Do we want to do some, you want to do some DLC mirror inception? DLC mirror inception, baby. How come I need more? I need more inception. Give me more. Oh, I gotta get closer. That's why. And then I gotta get the right angle. Oh, that's gonna be difficult. Look at that. We got a little bit of inception going. We only got one layer. We're only going one layer deep, guys. But that is incredible. Absolutely incredible. That mirror is bananas, dude. Seriously. Holy shit. See if you can see this. Hey, Marco. Hey, Marco. This is for you, buddy. I'm just kidding. Love you, man. So that one is the polished. That's the polished right there. I'll tell you what, guys. I don't know. I think I might push for 154 CM when people ask for a DLC polish. I'll show you real quick. And I don't want to say these aren't good. They're great. But this is a... this is the Urban Cutlery. I think also maybe the hollow grind and the shorter blade, maybe. Oh no, okay, it's also very mirrory. I mean, it's still really good, but definitely not as. It's also the size, you know what I mean? I didn't wipe it either. Hold on. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt here. Now this is M390, so that's what I'm saying. It's just they won't even do it on S90V. By the way, I saw you sneak in here, Austin. Don't think I didn't see that. Shout out to TPK. Yeah. So you still get the mirror, right? But it's not as insane as the 154. And the hollow grind, the shorter blade, I think that does play a part. But I think it's just a cleaner mirror, right? Like, look at that. That's insane. Like, I can read the chat. Let's see if I can read the chat. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I can do it. All right, hold on, wait. Let me I don't want to know what it says. Hold on. Let me click on one. I'm gonna see if I can read it. Let's see if I can read it off the blade. Oh, you can't. You can't do it. It's not that good. Laugh my ass off. I'm just kidding. I can see it. All right, I'm done with that. But point is, it's freaking awesome. By the way, this is sick too, with the Zircuti on it, which we will have some Zircuti kits for the Growler. And I'm trying to order more for the small boy. I did ask Kubi if I could order some more kits, and I sent them a list. So we'll see, because some people were asking me. Speaking of Austin, one of the Growler V3s I decided to hang on to. So I picked two that I wanted to keep. I don't know. I might end up with just one. We'll see. By the time the drop comes, I usually know. But this 80s right here, a little nod to Austin. So if you guys are looking for some 80s, check out TPK. They have the small boy in 80s with satin accents. So it looks just like this, but it has satin accents instead of blue. I thought I would try blue just to see how it looks. I like it. I think the blue looks good. I am going to try the blue crystal tie on it too to see how that looks, because I think that's going to look even better. Now the belt satin looks great. This is the 154 CM version. But yeah, the action on these is bananas. And you got to love those big slabs of carbon. So this is the 80s version right here. With White Mountain Knives pricing, might have to get a tie DLC for suiting up and a pop camo carbon for daily carry. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, sir. Zerk thumbs. Yeah. Yeah, that one I just showed you had Zerk thumb studs, Zerk pivot collars, Zerk backspacer, and Zerk pocket clip. Blue is best in my humble opinion. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a purple guy when it comes to that. If I had to pick one of the base knife anodization colors, I probably would go with purple. But it also depends, man. Like, I don't love Kubi's blue. Kubi's blue ano is not, it's just not the best. Like, it's fine, but it doesn't pop to me the way the purple does. Like, this is the purple, right? So here's the pop camo version. Speaking of pop, this is the pop camo version. This is our it's not proprietary, but I did ask Camo Carbon if he would not sell it to the Chinese OEMs or anybody overseas. I figured U.S. custom makers could use it. And, if anybody else who has a brand wants to do a run and use that, that's fine. I just didn't want it to end up on every knife that came out. You know what I mean? So I asked him if he would kind of limit it, because we came up with this color combo. It's purple, orange, and pink. So I call it pop. and it has the purple accents and the DLC belt satin. So this version right here basically is it's like the Wakanda Forever version for this run. There's no purple with DLC Wakanda. It's this one. So you get a little extra orange and pink in there if you're a Wakanda person, but you get the purple accents. But that pops, right? The purple looks good, I think. The blue, ooh, that sounded good. The blue doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't think the blue really pops. That's kind of my contention with it. It looks fine, though. That's just my personal preference right there. So we do have, in case you didn't watch my hour-long video today, I did put it in the thumbnail, though. Basically, the idea here with this run, and if it works out, we might try to do it with some other stuff. The idea with this run was to offer 2 different steals. So you have 2 different price points, but you have the same knife, essentially, right? That one version I showed you with the DLC polish, that's the only one where the S90V, they can't polish it, so we did belt satin. But all the other ones are identical. So you have 154 CM and you have S90V. So you have your choice, okay? Kubi did give me the HRC tests on these that they took. You know, I assume they're accurate. We'll probably have it tested ourselves at some point. But the 154 CM came in at 61.7, I think it was, or was it 62? It was somewhere around there, like right under 62. And the S90V came in at 61.4. So both of them are showing they're well within the 60 to 62 range on their HRC. So everything is the same on this knife except for the steel. So you get to choose if you want to pay 100 and I think 69. So 169 for 154 CM DLC belt satin blade, DLC hardware, purple anodized titanium accents, and pop camo carbon scales. Or you got 249. Oh, wait, no, I think this one, I think it's 189 because of the DLC, 189. So 189 and then 249. So I was trying to keep it like a $50 to $60 difference. So you can choose, right? If you want to pay a little bit more and get the S90, that's all you. If you want to just get the sick ass combination, you don't really care about that extra edge retention, then you got your 154 CM. And so that was the idea. And I wanted to see like if there's some kind of trend, right? Like maybe we sell all the 154 and we don't sell as many S90s. Well, now we know, right? People would rather get the one that brings the price tag down. Still a great steal, just brings the price tag down. Or maybe we sell all the S90 and the 154, doesn't do as well. Well, then we know people would rather just go all in premium instead of saving a little bit of money and getting the 154. That's the question I want answered. Now, if they just all sell really well, that'd be cool too. And then we would probably just do the same thing again, right? Maybe this is just a good way to do it. So people have the option. I don't know. Anyway, that's the whole idea. Let me show you the box because it's sick. Shout out to my boy Colin. the other half of Divo knives, the not so sexy half. He actually used my picture for this. What do you think? Huh? Huh? Forgot my shades. They're downstairs. I just got new ones too. But yeah, this box came out absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. He killed it with this. Of course, it's White Mountain Knives exclusive. Anything Growler is going to be a White Mountain exclusive. This model does come with a wire clip. So this will be the last knife that comes with the wire clip in the box. And they are the old school wire clips, the non-low profile, which I think is what we had on the Growler V2, and that's probably, I figured that out after my video. I think because of the Growler V2 had these, that's why they went with it instead of the low profile. And it might be better because of the front flipper. So if you're a wire clip person, you're going to get one with this knife. If you want a low profile clip, you can order it off the Divo website. We have a bunch of different finish options of the low profile clip on our website now. Comes with a screw in a matching finish. You can choose in some instances, like with black, you can do PVD, or you could do black wash for the screw. And then there's DLC and DLC polish for the wire clips. And those will fit this knife, right? Also, your tall boy, your small boy, your Saloon, and your Growler XL pocket clips will fit on this knife. Those are all interchangeable pocket clips. They might just be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, maybe a little different design, whatever. But that's kind of our universal pattern we use whenever we can. The tall boy, small boy, and Growler V3 and Saloon, they should all share the same pivot collars too. So yeah, you should be able to swap those. Backspacers obviously are specific to a knife, but everything else is pretty universal. Let me get some of these memberships. We got 22 months from the boy Troy. Sweet, I'm all good. Excited. You know my address. Nobody listens to Eric. Became a channel member. Dude, shout out to Eric. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it might have made you guys re-up because I think YouTube made me change the prices or something. I forget. That might be why a bunch of you guys have to re-up or something. I remember them sending me an email. Hulk small boy with perp crystal stuff in hands. Dude, hell yeah. Where is it? That's the one, other than the Wakanda, that's the one I kept. You can see I've used it. I did not put the purple crystal on because I didn't want to take another kit. We only had 10 of those because it was kind of a test run on crystal tie. But I put the crystal on my Wakanda. So at some point I might do a swappy swap. But I think the purple by itself looks great. Just having the purple clip is huge. If anybody has the Hulk camo and they need a purple clip, hit me up. Just email us, info@divoknives.com, or go to Instagram, Divo_knives, or LeftyEDC, whatever. Hit me up. We do have some tall boy kits with purple clips. I also think I have like one or two just extra purple clips. I could sell you one for $20 shipped. So whatever, $15 for the clip, $5 for shipping. If you have this Hulk version and you want to put a purple clip on it, you know, if you're like me, I think the purple clip looks sick on it. Let's see. That was Cicero. Shout out. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait. That was Eric. Did I give you the fireworks, dude? I don't know if I actually gave them to you. Appreciate you, man. Cicero is a member for 8 months, and he's got that Hulk with the purple crystal. Hell yeah. Paul Mills became a channel member. Shout out to Paul Mills. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Dale Lane also became a channel member. My guy with the dry humor, dude. You get me every time. Every live stream, dude. At the end of the live stream, you always get me. I think you're serious. And I get all defensive, and then I find out you're joking. Deadhead has been a member for 3 months. Loving the small boys. Can't wait for the Growler V3. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Yeah, sorry, guys. I know it's really close together. Ideally, we would have been able to spread the drops out, but White Mountain Knives has a lot of Divos. You know, we had the Pony Stout V2, the small boy, and then now the Growler V3. And I think he just, you know, he needs to sell some Divos to get some money back. So, you know, he was trying to do it as quick as he could, which you know, once we had the knives, I figure you guys want them, so we should just sell them. But in a perfect world, we would have been able to spread it out like a month, you know. But we did spread it out 2 weeks, so hopefully you guys have time to get a new paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Deadhead. Dang, almost 2 years. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, dog. Let's see. Gears grinding. What up, Mike? Mikey. Yo, buddy, just added the V3 video to Facebook. Hell yeah. Oh, to the Facebook group. Thanks, dude. Actually, that helps a lot, man. I wonder if anybody watched that whole video. That was a long ass video, man. I really know how to just ramble, don't I? Yo, World Tree. Thank you, YouTube. Thanks, dog. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks. If you want to become a channel member, feel free. There's a link down there. You don't really get anything other than some fireworks. You get my undying appreciation. And occasionally I try to do something, you know. But I don't have a great setup for the channel members. Like, I probably should do something, but I know I wouldn't keep up with it. So I just feel bad. So, you know, I just don't do anything. You know how it is. Paralysis by analysis. I think the 154 CM acid wash is $159, and with the 10% discount code, it's $140. So it's $145 basically with the code. But yeah, I think that's good, right? That's going to be your base price. So here is the acid wash version. This one is sick. It has another new milling pattern. So this is our wavy line. I don't know. I didn't come up with a name for this one. The wavy line pattern. And everything is dark washed on the titanium. And then the blade is acid washed. So you're going to have a very, user-friendly knife here. And this is the most affordable option, coming in at $159 for 154 CM. And then $219 for S90V. I'll show you the difference if you want to see it. Here is the two knives. The bottom one is the 154 CM. The top one is the S90V. Kind of hard to tell a difference. I think it just comes down to lighting. Let's flip them and see. Yeah, I mean, they look the same to me. Acid wash is pretty straightforward. So this knife is an inset tab lock knife. So the only liner in this knife is the lock bar. Okay. So the lock bar is taking up about half of the camo carbon on this side. And then it comes down and the clip screw locks it down. And I think the barrels might too. Let me look. Yeah, it looks like it wraps around down here too. So it basically comes down like this, and then it wraps around here so that those barrels and this screw lock it in place. And that's your inset tab lock. And then the rest of that scale is not a liner, it's just camo carbon. And then the opposite, the show side scale, is all camo carbon. So you have no steel liner in there or anything. Basically, you just have like your steel insert in there. That's how I look at it with the inset liner. Some people are a little bit, I don't know. I don't want to say weird because I understand it. Like Metal Complex mentioned it on the Small Boy, I think. That he wished it was titanium liner with a steel insert. And on the Small Boy, you could make an argument because that knife actually has full liners. At least on the carbon versions. Titanium ones have the liner on the lock side, not on the show side. But on this knife, it's going to be just that tab lock. And to me, it's almost silly to do it in titanium because, one, you have to make the knife thicker because you have to fit a thicker piece of titanium because now you have to attach a steel insert to it. And you can't attach a steel insert to a stupid thin piece of titanium. You also can't really use a stupid thin piece of titanium because it would be maybe too thin, and then the flex could be an issue. So you have that issue, right? And so what you're doing with a tab lock like this in titanium is you're literally just fighting it in order to install a steel insert, when if you just do a steel tab, that basically is your insert. Like, it just doesn't make logical sense to use titanium. The only reason to do it is because it feels more bougie, like, which is a totally valid argument. Like, I understand that. I get it. It feels more premium when you have titanium there with a steel insert on it, right? But I'm not going to make a knife thicker just to add titanium as the liner. Like, that doesn't make sense. If it would work in the process, sure. Like, we have some stuff in the works that's like that, but it made sense. So that's kind of my argument on the steel versus titanium liner thing. Also, if we did that, it would probably end up making the knife like $300 in S90V, where now it starts at $219. I don't know. To me, I'd rather offer it with the steel inset liner, which, if you actually think it through, is just as premium, and do it for $219 or $159 versus having to bump the price up $50 just because we had to use titanium and add a steel insert. So now we have a 1/2 inch thick knife and a $300 knife when we could have had, 0.45 and $219. Like, just doesn't add up in my mind. I'm going to measure it because I think it's like 0.45. I could be wrong. I know it's under 1/2 inch. Well, it better be. It's contoured, so either way, it feels great if I'm wrong. What the fuck was that? That was weird. It just like opened by itself. 0.47. It opened a little bit. 0.473
but that's because I pulled it out. It was like 0.469. I rounded it up to 0.47, which in my opinion is a great thickness for a knife with contouring, especially the Growler. It's got a taller handle. This thing just melts in your hand. I absolutely love this design. It's like the only non-sheep's foot knife design that I still love. You know, it's not, in my opinion, it's not the best EDC knife because personally, I really like to have a low tip. That's just my personal opinion. That's why this knife looks the way it does, because Colin designed, well, I drew a piece of shit that looked nothing like this. Then Colin actually designed the knife. And then I wanted to get this tip as low as possible. And this is as low as we could go with full belly and keeping the, you know, the design we wanted. But like, you know, on every knife, I want to be able to slice open my Amazon box and not hit the belly all the time, you know? And this is definitely the least Amazon box friendly knife we've ever made. Yet, I think some people would argue it's the best EDC design we have. So it's just personal preference. Like for me, I want that because I want to just slice open that tape because I'm open boxes. You know what I mean? That's what I do with knives. Let me catch up, man. Rant City over here. I've got a Hulk Militaw incoming. Sick, dude. Reminds me of the Joker. Yeah, you could call it a Joker knife, too. That's kind of my go-to. My go-to is Joker versus Hulk, but they call it World Breaker Camo, so it's easy to just call it Hulk. Blade Binge charged me for 4 small boys, and I don't think they're even sending me one now. Wait, what? You got to explain yourself, Dale. Now, I assume this was some kind of accident. Did they take care of you? Like, obviously, it sounds like they didn't send you one, but I know they sold out, so it's possible they just didn't have any. But how could you get charged for 4 and not get one? That's kind of insane, actually. I wish I had one, dude. I had a Blade Binge one left, but I sold it to Big Jim the other day. I literally just sold it. Otherwise, I would happily have sent you that, dude. Damn it. Well, hit me up, Dale. Let me know what happens. Email me or, you know, DM me, whatever. You know, I'll talk to Blade Binge, see what, you know, if I can do anything, I will, and try to get you one. Or if you want a different version that we have, I do have a few extras that I kept for warranty of our 3 versions. If there's one of those you wanted, I can make sure you get one of those. And then I have like the one Urban Cutlery one, the mirror polished one. If that one interests you or whatever, just hit me up, dude, because that sucks. Definitely want to try to figure that out for you. I want to buy that knife when you're ready to sell it, Kev. Hell yeah. I don't know which one you're talking about, but hell yeah. I got 3 of the saloons, 2 of the left-handed pony stouts, and I'm hopefully going to get 1 of each of the Thai growlers. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, dude. I love the Pony Stout. Pony Stout is slept on, man. I think White Mountain still has them. If you guys want a sick Divo knife, go get a Pony Stout V2 from White Mountain Knives. Riot OEM on those, and they're like $250 with a discount code. Legit a sick deal. Jim Cox, 3 months, baby. Ramblin' Rosie. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you very much. That's enough for me, but you've gone above and beyond for the community, Kev. Hell yeah, brother. Hail to the yeah. I'm getting that one for sure. That acid wash is hot. Hell yeah, dude. I do like that acid wash. I'm all about the user versions. I don't carry just to carry. Yeah, I feel you. That's why I've been really big on the DLC versions. If you guys can't tell, we always do a lot of DLC. And I usually end up with a DLC version because, like, I just love DLC because I can clean it up and then the knife still looks good. That's the one downside I find with Blackwash is I end up really marking up the blade. Like, it looks crazy after a couple months. Even after I clean it, it has all these marks and shit on it. PVD is, in my opinion, the worst. That's why you almost never see a Divo in straight PVD. Very rare. I don't even know if we've ever done it. I'm sure we have, but it's usually going to be a black wash if I can't convince the person to do DLC. DLC for me is worth every extra penny, especially on the hardware. That's such a it's such an overlooked thing in the knife world, in my opinion. When companies do black hardware, the difference between PVD and DLC is absolutely night and day. If you literally sneeze at a PVD screw, it gets all shiny in the tooling. Like, as soon as you touch the fucking screw with your bit driver, it doesn't look brand new anymore. The DLC, though, like, you can fucking take your clip off 5 times, put it back on, doesn't matter. That DLC clip screw still looks like a black DLC clip screw. Even the polished DLC holds up really well to a bit driver. You know, they're not like superhuman or anything. If you scratch it against a concrete wall or something, yeah, you're going to mess it up. But it takes the abuse really well, in my opinion. So the extra, like, whatever it is, I think for our knives, it's like $20, $30 extra for DLC or DLC polish. It's worth every single penny. I made it about 2/3 of the way through the video and fast forwarded a bit. Kathleen, I don't know if you do this already, but the trick is to watch my videos on like 1.5 speed or 2 speed. That'll save you a lot of time. Acid Wash Growler might look good with a basic purple hardware kit. Yeah, it might. We will have those, by the way. Dirty Dan says MC rambles about everything. Does he? MC says he would prefer it to be titanium with an insert 1 minute, and then he'll turn around and say materials don't automatically equal premium. I love the way Divo does their lock bars. Well, you know, everybody's got their little opinions and stuff like that. You know, sometimes it's hard to balance like your actual personal preference versus just like the general thought process. You know what I mean? They're not always the same. So it can come off like you're contradicting yourself, but you're really just like, you know, explaining 2 different things. I love my Growler XL. Gotta get the V3. Hell yeah. Oh, that reminds me, guys. I should have mentioned it earlier when Austin was here. I don't know if Austin is still here, but we are a go on the Mega Boy. So the Mega Tall Boy or the Mega Boy is now in production. So it is going to be a TPK exclusive. So the Monster 11-inch Mega Boy, 5-inch blade, 11-inch knife is coming to TPK. I think we put together 4 versions, and I think we ordered 50 of each. So there's like 200 knives. We didn't want to go crazy. It's a giant ass knife. I think 200 is like, you know, I don't have the pricing yet. I got to look at it. I think I'm waiting for Camo Carbon to give us the pricing, but hopefully we can keep it like sub $400. It's a massive knife, obviously. Hopefully you guys understand why it costs more. It's like 3 times the size of a standard tall boy, maybe 4. I mean, that thing is freaking massive. So anyway, those are coming to TPK, small run. Hopefully we can get those and have them for the holidays. That's kind of the goal with the Mega Boy project. And we came up with some really cool versions. Honestly, I think every version is going to be unique. I don't think we've ever done the versions we chose. Oh, the only one that we've done is the Pop Camo. So if you guys remember the Mega Boy prototypes, we had the one, I had the one with the Pop Camo and the purple crystal tie. And I think it had DLC belt. No, it had belt satin. So we did that because everybody liked that one. The prototype I had at the show, everybody wanted it. So we went ahead and did that version. And then we came up with 3 new versions, totally different. One of them is kind of plain-ish. The idea with that one is that you guys, and then we ordered a bunch of different hardware kits, accent kits. So the idea with that one is you guys could pick it up and then you could choose the hardware kit, or sorry, accent kit you want. And you could slap on this crystal tie, that crystal tie, this Zirku tie, this and that. So I think that'll be awesome. And then we have 2 very unique new handle scales that we've never done before. So there's a Camo Carbon color we've never done before. And then there's a titanium finish that we've never done before. Actually, 2 titanium finishes we've never done before on the run. So anyway, Mega Boy is going to be sick. Keep your eyes out for it. I'll let you guys know as we get closer. But we put the order in, and it is official. TPK exclusive Mega Boy. Yeah, and we still need to work on the big boy. Someone might ask that one. That's the 4-inch version. That's the small one. We're still going to do that, but I think we're going to open that one up to all the dealers and just let them order exclusives, because I think that one will be popular enough. I guess let me know in the comments here, guys. Let me know if in the chat. Let me know if you are actually interested in the 4-inch version of the tall boy. I have the proto here. This is the big boy. So yeah, actually, I would be curious to know if you guys would buy this. The Mega Boy is another inch on each end. It's absolutely gargantuan. But I think the big boy is going to be mainstream enough that we could do a bigger order. With the Mega Boy, I didn't want to, if I open that up to all the dealers, then we're going to have like 600 of them. And there's no way I can sell 600 Mega Boys. Like, there's probably like 2 of you in the chat out of 70 that would actually buy an 11-inch knife. You know what I mean? But a 9-inch knife, let me know what you think, because I absolutely love it. This is one of my favorite designs that we've done. Just this design somehow just works extremely well in any size. Like, it's crazy. You can take this design and you can make it fucking, 6 inches. You can make it 7. You can make it 8. You can make it 9. You can make it 11 inches, and it still works. But it works really well at 9 inches. So she said. This bad boy is fantastic. Should say big boy. So anyway, let me know if you guys would buy this. And I do want to do this version. This is one of my new favorites. I kind of want this to replace Wakanda, even though the pop camo has been doing that. But I kind of like this as our Wakanda, and then the pop with belt satin as our like purple nurple replacement. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all that shit I just said, which was way too much to ask you at once. But hey, speaking of purple nurples, here is the purple nurple Growler V3, a classic, I dare say. Classic. It does look really good. The purple camo looks fantastic. Purple ano looks good. Belt satin looks good. Every one of these is dead nut centered. The detents are all good. Kubi has been like fantastic the last I mean, they've been fantastic since the beginning, but like the last year, they've been like on point. Except for one mishap. Growler is the most Divo-esque design, Kev. Stout, mash, saloon, tall boy, all close, but the cigar belongs to the G. That's great. I got the DLT, DLC, small boy. It's great. Snappy little knife. The detent is money. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I love that DLT version. They killed it picking that. And yeah, the small boys came out really good. Pony Stout V2 is an awesome knife. Thanks, dude. They do still have them, and it's insane to get a Riot OEM knife for under $300. Yes, sir. That's what we were trying to do on that and the Lush. We got both of those around $250 with codes. Absolutely insane. I'm holding the OG Pony Stout right now. Hell yeah, dude. The new milling pattern on the reverse tux is very nice. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite milling pattern we've done is this one. You're probably going to see this again. Absolutely beautiful. I just love that chevron type pattern. It goes really well with the knife too. So 100%. Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. I don't know what you were responding to, but thank you. Maybe DLC. Hey, Kev, will I be able to buy some DLC screws for the Growler V3? Why do you need, I guess my question, why would you need DLC screws? Like, are you saying you have a different version and you're going to put DLC on it? Or, like, what's the plan here? Or do you have one and you haven't, like, you already have a warranty issue, but I don't know how you would have one. I don't know. I need to know the scenario. Like, for warranty, yes. For, can you just buy screws? No. We don't sell like hardware kits like screws, unfortunately. We have them. We order some to have for warranty issues, of course. So usually the best thing to do if you're looking for that is to buy two and then swap everything and then sell the other one. I watch him at 0.25 speed. He's torturing himself. I paid for one. It said rejected. Try again. 3 times before I gave up. 4 tries. None went through. I emailed them to explain and said, sorry, we can't ship internationally. Oh, so it wouldn't let you because it was an international thing. Got it. That makes a little more sense. Does their website have a disclaimer somewhere in the shipping or somewhere that says we don't ship international? Because if that's the case, then, I mean, I kind of get it. I don't love that it let you try 4 times. Did you actually get charged? Because that's very confusing to me. If it says rejected, then how did you get charged? Are they just like pending charges? They're not actually, they didn't actually like take your money. I mean, it probably looks that way, but that'll all clear out. You know what I mean? It sucks. But Dale, if you want like one of the versions we have, I'll ship it international to you, dude. No problem. So, I might not be able to get you a dark mode, but I can get you a different one. Happy to ship it international for you. Yeah. So just let me know if we can help. Certainly, we'll do what I can. But unfortunately, I can't get a dark mode. I can ask them if they have a spare dark mode, if they still have one somehow, and they'll ship it to me, then I'll ship it to you, or I can send them a label or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So I'll ask for you if that's the version you really want. Just let me know, dude. Hit me up. We can talk instead of me talking to myself. I want to help you out with it because I appreciate you, man. Thanks for dropping the small boy. Loving it. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. Which one did you end up getting? We talked about this already, I think. But I swear you were between two versions, and then it was the DLT one, right? DLT. That was right. Yeah, I absolutely love that version. I put skiffs in it and everything. I did a video on it. And then I knew this was going to happen, but somebody bought something on our website. They bought a bunch of kits, and then they tried to buy the DLT one, but they were sold out. And, I had one, and I was like, so I offered it, and I sold it to them, yeah. Did I want that version? Yes, I loved it. Would I rather that a customer get it? Yes, I would. I have so many Divos, you know what I mean? I don't have as many as people probably think I have. I usually keep like one version from every run, and then a lot of times those get sold too as the newer versions come out or whatever, right? Like I'm always trying to accommodate people who want stuff. Like you guys want our knives. Like to me, that's, we've been doing this for like 4 or 5 years now, but it's still incredible to me that people want our stuff, So like if I have it and I can help somebody get it, I'm going to do it. Whether I have to give up my own or steal it from Colin. I'm just kidding. He's the same way. He ends up with like one knife from a run. So I know a lot of people think that we have like every version of every knife in a box somewhere. Like some guys do that. Like I know Ben from Jack Wolf, he has one version of every knife he's ever dropped. Like, I mean, one of each colorway of every knife he's ever dropped. That is insane. That's like hundreds of knives, I feel like, at this point. I just don't want that. I think it's cool to have that and be able to, at some point show that or whatever. But to me, that's 100 knives I could have sold and got money. I also need money. So I got 2 little kids. I'm just making it over here. I don't want to give up my luxuries, so I got to pay for it somehow. Then they said there were pre-op charges. Now I'm still down 4 small boys worth of money. Yeah, that sucks, man. Well, hit me up. Let us know. If there's one you want from us, I can ship it to you. You can pay us later. Like I'll send you an invoice you can pay in 2 weeks or whatever once those charges drop off, so you don't get hit with another one. But at least we can get one on the way to you. Yeah, I'm not doing that for everybody, but I'll do it for you. So just let me know. Happy to help. Life survival, dude. What up, man? I would love a Mega Boy. I'm starting to get into big, overbuilt knives, but I guess it was because I missed that phase of the knife world. Yeah, I totally wasn't into it either. And yeah, it's kind of funny now we're like making these giant ass knives because it's just fun. What up, Jesse? 41 months, dude. Insane. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Wow. Joey H. How many big boys? I'm more interested in the 4-inch. So she said. I don't know. We haven't put the order together. That's why I'm asking, because I'm wondering, are people going to buy one? Should we order it like normal, like the small boy, where we have 1,200 of them? Should we open it up to all the dealers so they can all pick their exclusives and shit? Like right now, I'm working on the Mash V3 order, and it's going to be another massive one like the small boy. It's going to be 1,300 knives. And, we have a bunch of dealers who want versions, and then we want to increase the amount that we get so we can have more, because believe it or not, we actually, like I could have kept selling knives, which is incredible to me. So, yeah, we're trying to increase that, but, it depends on the model. Like, if I ordered 1,200 Mega Boys, well, we're not going to sell 1,200 Mega Boys. We'd probably sell like 200 of them, and then we'd be sitting on 1,000 knives, and we would be dead broke. So, it's a game you got to figure out. So anyway, that's why I'm asking. I like to get feedback, and if it's a resounding like yes, we would buy the big boy, then that gives me confidence to bump it up a little bit. Because right now, 9-inch knife, big boy, I'm kind of thinking somewhere around 500 knives, Yes, please, right now. Yes, I would buy it. Okay, sick. A Mega Lush would be fun. Yeah. You're getting, hold on. Let me take a picture of this so you get credit, son. Mike Baskin? Biscayne? I don't know. My brain can't do it, dude. I'm sending this over to Austin right now. I don't know if he's paying attention. Give me a second, because I don't want to forget this. Let me circle this. We are working on a large Lush, by the way. I forget where it's at right now. I think we're waiting on CAD to be done. I think we were having Mark work on it because he helped us with the original Lush CAD. Well, not the original, but the Riot version when we switched it over. I need to check with him on that. Actually, he just tagged me on something. Were you working on the large Lush? TPK, here we go. So if the Mega Boy does well, then a Mega Lush would be sick, right? So, yeah. Thank you for that, by the way. Mike, if we ever do the Mega Lush, okay? So record this or something. Take a screen record of what I'm about to say. If we ever come out with the Mega Lush, which, we're talking Mega Lush, not like just a bigger Lush, because we're already working on that. But I like this idea, dude. If we come out with a Mega Lush, look, I'm doing my Trump over here. If we come out with a Mega Lush, you'll have one for free. All right. So just record that because I'll forget. But if you send me this when that happens, then we'll get you one when they come out. All right. Thank you for a wonderful idea, sir. I'll buy both. I don't know if I would get a Mega Boy, but I'll definitely get a Big Boy if I could. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, cool. It looks fantastic. I'm in. Looking forward to it. Okay. Do a giant nip slip and call it the bologna nip. That's a little too crazy. We are actually, so this is funny. Literally the same conversation. We are working on a large nip slip as well. I like to call it the nipple slip. Nip L slip, the nipple slip. As soon as we came up with the idea for nip slip, like I instantly was like, oh, we got to do a large version. Nipple slip, baby. So we actually have prototypes in the works from QSP as we speak on the nipple slip with Austin, of course, TPK. I don't know about a mega nipple, though. You know, a giant nipple. I mean, we could call it bologna. I don't know. We can call it the pepperoni. The pepperoni nip. That would be a cool name, actually. The pepperoni nip. It would be cool. 9 months for life survival EDC. Thank you, dude. What's up, man? What's up? Appreciate you, dog. Old Man on the Ridge. OMOTR. Does anybody call you OMOTR? That doesn't really work, does it? Doesn't roll off the tongue. OMOR, OMTR would work, maybe. I don't know. Amateur. Those knives are getting. I'm such a dumbass. Those knives are getting so large that soon you'll have to fill out a Form 4. There's no size restriction on Form 4. Well, usually you got to fill out a Form 4 because it's too small. That's what she said. You know, like if it's an SBR, it's because it's too small or whatever. I haven't done a Form 4 in a while. It actually feels kind of weird because for a while there, I was doing Form 4s every other day. The tall boy is a badass design. I want one of every version. I have 2 tall boys and a small boy. I need the big and the mega. All right, baby. They're coming, Mike. They're coming, Mike. And there's a baby. Don't forget the baby boy. Just ordered the prototypes of the baby boy. We just paid for those. Testing some cool stuff on that. If you guys are interested, we talked to Kubi. We've been trying to get them to do the colored PVD, like copper PVD, gray PVD, whatever. They finally sent us a list of colors, and they found a shop that'll do the PVD. So the baby boy, we're testing out the copper PVD and the gray PVD. I came up with a little color scheme. I don't know if it'll look good, but who cares? We really just want to see the colors on the different materials and stuff. But there's some dealers who want to use the copper PVD or the rose gold PVD or whatever. So you're probably going to start seeing that a little bit from us. Try to be strategic with it because, you know, I don't want it to look corny. Some of that stuff looks corny to me. So there's a balance there, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, so that's happening as well. But yeah, there's a baby boy, which is a mini version. It's nip size. So we have a nip sized tall boy. And we had to change it a little bit more than usual. All the other ones, the small boy, tall boy, big boy, mega boy, they all kind of have the same exact look, right? You basically just took the tall boy and shrunk it, blew it up, right? With the baby boy, the choil would have been like this big. And we obviously wanted a usable choil. So we changed it a little bit. We had to add a nice like nip size choil. It's actually bigger than the small boy choil. So it still looks like a tall boy. It's just a little different. And then we also designed a filler stud. That's what I call it. So basically you can remove your thumb studs and you can install the filler studs. We're going to test. We ordered it in 2 different finishes. So we ordered it where the studs match the accents. So like if it's like this and everything's purple, then the filler studs would also be purple, just like the regular studs. And then we also are trying it where it matches the blade. So maybe it'll blend in. I don't know. But basically, it's a thumb stud replacement that only sticks out 1 millimeter off the scale. And the idea is on a small knife like that, or even on a normal size version, some people don't like having the stud and the hole. Maybe they just want the hole. That's what she said. So you can remove it and put the filler stud in there, and then you just have the hole. We have to test it. We haven't tested it yet. It's something we're trying on a couple different knives, one with Riot and one with Kubi on the baby boy. The question is, if it's sticking out 1 millimeter, is that enough to still get in the way? We weren't able to like engineer a way to do it where it was flush. That's what we wanted, obviously. But like it needed to stick out a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, that's the concept we came up with, because originally what we were trying to do was separate the stud from the hole, right? So when we started the Tallboy V2 prototypes with Riot, which by the way is happening, we have a Tallboy V2 in prototypes are being made. We were trying to make it where this stud was separated from the hole. So the stud would be like behind the hole a little bit, right? Because there's people who want to remove the stud, right? And that's what we had when we originally did the tall boy. People were like, can I remove the stud? Well, you can remove the stud, but then there's like a little notch in the back. And it looks stupid, right? So you just put the stud back in. But it turns out if you separate it, then you have to design this end of the hole, right? It has to now have some kind of geometric shape or whatever. And now it doesn't really look like a tall boy anymore, because you now have a geometric shape on both sides and then a space and then a thumb stud, right? It just doesn't really look right to me. So we tried to come up with a way. We tried a thumb stud, a different shaped one, like a prism shaped thumb stud that you could slide around inside the hole. That's what she said. And then you could tighten it down, lock it in place. And then if you didn't want it, you just unscrew it and the thumb stud comes out. But we couldn't get it to look the way we wanted. Like it just never really felt like a tall boy anymore when we did that stuff. And Riot was weird about some of the stuff. So we were like, okay, let's go back to the regular tall boy design with the notch in the back for the stud. And then, I had the idea for the filler stud. We're going to try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we just stick with the thumb stud. Most people like it the way it is. I just think it's cool to have options. So anyway, that's something we've been working on. That was a nice rant. Big boy, hell yes. We'll be carrying one 100%. Hell yeah. TPK Mega Boy, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I have a spare set satin hardware for the Tallboy V1.5. The clip would fit on this Growler V3. And yeah, the pivot collar should fit as well, sir. I'm I'm pretty sure the Tall Boy and the Growler have always had interchangeable collars, but I think I'm going to test the Small Boy collars, and I have some Tall Boy collars too, I think. So I'll probably test all that when I do the disassembly on this, but I'm like 90% sure that they're interchangeable. The clip for sure. I want to get a purple and a milled tux and swap blades and screws to make a Wakanda. So, okay. But then you wouldn't need the DLC screws, right? Because you would be able to, you would just swap it all. Right? I guess that's my why would you need extra screws if you already are just switching everything? Are you planning to keep the handle the same or something? I don't know. I'm just trying to understand. I'll try to help you however I can. It's not like I don't have screws. I just, we don't sell them because then we'd have to order a shit ton of them. And I don't know. We already order a shit ton of stuff. It's just like a lot of extra things. But again, we always have them if something happens to your knife or whatever. But, I can probably help you out. Just don't tell anybody. No, they have taken my money. They have taken my money. They have taken my money. Yeah, I get it. You're pissed. Fair. This is why you're the best, Kev. You're willing to help out your customers. What they want to be the best of your ability. Willing to help your customers what they want to the best. Thank you. Thank you, sir. That's about how many we would all keep. Nothing wrong with that either way. My Small Boy Hardware took a tour of the East Coast. Just showed up. Yeah, it's always weird when that stuff happens. You're not charging Jack Wolf prices, so it makes sense you don't own one of each. I don't know if that makes sense, Joey. I don't know if that makes sense. You are unbelievable, mate. I'll hit you up. There we go. Yeah, hit me up, dude. info@divoknives.com or kevin@divoknives.com or LeftyEDC88@gmail.com. One of those. Purple Nurple. Purpley Nurpley. Maybe do a pre-order on the Mega Boy so you get a good idea. Yeah, we already ordered them. We ordered 200. So you mean the big boy? The problem with the pre-order idea is, we like to do the dealer exclusives. I just like the idea of the dealer exclusives because it opens it up to like so many different options. Like the dealers have all these ideas that I maybe wouldn't think of. And we obviously can't afford to order 1,200 knives to sell ourselves. So I don't know. It lets, there's more on the market. So the people who want one can hopefully get one. Maybe they can't get the exact one they want, but at least they can get one, right? Yeah. And we don't have to pack and ship every single knife. We only have to do that for the ones that we sell. That saves us a lot of time, especially since we aren't, full time on it. So I don't know. I get the concept. We have our style, I guess. Shout out to Big Jim. At least I think that's Big Jim. Did you change your logo, dude? I'm pretty sure it's Big Jim. I want a Mega and a Big Boy, so I'll be waiting. Awesome, dude. Thank you. That's what they called me in high school. Big Boy. As of the Small Boy. Hey, are you excited about this? Huh? I know you love the reverse tux. Or this one with the shiny mirror, huh? I know you're excited. I'm pretty sure you like reverse tucks. I could be wrong, but I think I remember that. As of the small boy drop, my Cavil case is now full. Now the Growler V3 is coming. I'm going to need to order a new one. Well, I'll tell you what, Nick. Let me get you a link because they're no longer Cavil. They're actually what happened to that QR code, by the way? Guys, let me know if this QR code works in the corner. That should take you to a giveaway that I'm doing with Drop Beacon for an O knife LK. It's pretty cool. It's a light and a knife, which is just kind of, silly. And it's a zombie edition, but I'm giving it away. So check it out if you want to join. What the hell was I about to do? Shit, I got distracted. Damn it. What did your comment say, small boy? Oh, Cavil case. Yeah. So they're no longer called Cavil. Now it's called Win Arm. Let me get it for you here. Where are you? Win Arm. Here it is. Win Arm case. I have an 8% code. I'll put it in the chat real quick for you. If I can. It's not working. There it goes. It's called Win Arm case. So I guess Cavil and Win Arm were like, I don't know if they were together or Cavil owned them or started them. I don't know how it all works, but they no longer are called Cavil cases. Now they're Win Arm, and there's like a dedicated company for the cases. They still have the same ones. I think they have more now, and they have the prices I think are the same. I did try. I was going to work with them on doing a like pistol case, and then they ghosted me. But anyway, there's a code and a link. Helps me out if you use the link. But up to you. Pepper nip. I can see where I've caught up to at this point. A skinny nip. Growler front flipper looking hot. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks, Kev. I appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, dog. OMOTR. Yes, I answered that in chats. It saves folks from typing it out when they can't tag. Yeah. I mean, I would just call you old man. Hey, old man. Baby boy is a slip joint? No. Nope. It's a locking knife. The nip slip is a slip joint. So the nipple slip will be a slip joint, which I think is going to be awesome, by the way. I've seen a gray blade in PVD. It looks, yeah, I like the gray PVD. That's why I wanted to try it. We did the blade on the prototype, at least. The blade is the copper PVD, and then the handle is the gray PVD. So I did copper PVD blade, gray PVD handle, copper PVD hardware, or I can't remember. It was combinations of those two on the same knife, basically. And then I got the filler studs in both to see which one I like better. Yeah. How about a 6-shooter saloon with a 6-inch, absolutely massive 6-inch blade? I've had a couple people ask for a larger saloon. We haven't circled back to that yet. I do like the saloon a lot. So we'll see. I don't know about a mega saloon though. I don't quite think that would look as good. But I don't know. Yo, Knife Standards. What's up, dude? Yo, did you ever send me that mint thing? I was excited to check that out. Have you guys seen Knife Standards has a little fidgety thing? It's not like a mechanically fidgety thing. It's just a little like pocket trash. You know how Notorious EDC has the beer bomb that's really popular, and then what's his name has the Keystone one. Well, Knife Standards has one. Let me show you. Or maybe it's just on drops. I'm not sure actually how he sells them. Maybe they're just drops or something. But he had here it is. It's called the Pillow Mint. Maybe it does it slide? I don't know. You should make it a slider, dude. Just have them add magnets inside and track, and you could or not. Yeah, I would do a track one, but that'd be cool actually. But hey, there's all different colors. Oh, they have G10 too with crystal tie. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's a wild one. Is it blue? It's like Superman colors. Full DLC. Oh man, that might be the one for me right there. Is there a purple one? Ooh, ice blue crystal though. Ooh. There's a weave. There's a carbon one, dude. Dude, I want all of these. Titanium satin. Yeah, you could get those anodized any color, so I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Dude, I don't know, man. I think I would go full DLC. I would go ice blue, and I would go weave. The weave is going to be lighter weight, and I like the feel of carbon fiber. That's a pretty good one right there. Oh, he's got new materials that are dropping on Friday, so there are different ones, I guess. Shit. Well, guys, I guess there's one dropping tomorrow, so check it out, man. That weave looks good. That is a sexy looking pillow right there. You know what would look even doper, dude? Forged carbon fiber would probably look sick on that. Anyway, dude, if you still want to send me one, man. I wanted to check it out. You know I'm into fidgets. A broke boy. It's hilarious. Have you tried fooling around and make a Franken knife for shits and giggles with parts? Nope. Like just take parts of one, because then you got to ruin a knife. You know what I mean? If I take the blade off of this and then the something off of that, then all of those are Franken knives too now. Just missing one part. You know what I mean? You'd have to take like 5 knives, and then you'd have to take all the parts, and then you'd have to swap it. You'd have to make like 5 Franken knives. You know what I mean? And I don't really I get the concept, but I think it's kind of stupid, to be honest, because I don't want that. Like, who wants that? Because I would be like, let me change this to, like, I'm OCD. Like, I don't want that. Now, what I think is cool is what Ben did with the Feel Good Jack, or the fuck was it called? The Feel Better Jack. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Jack Wolf knives. By the way, I got a new mechanical keyboard. Damn, it's freaking nice, man. I don't know if you guys are into weird stuff like that, but I don't have like a bunch of mechanical keyboards. I just had the one. Now I got another one. I sold that one to Brent. Shout out to Backpack B. But this thing's sick. I'll show you in a second. It's got like RGB and all this shit in a program. It's got a little knob on it. So the Feel Better Jack. Look, they did the smorgasbord. This is what I would do, Troy. This has all different crystal tie on it. So the only one they didn't get was gold. I think gold tie would have been sick. But check it out. They got green crystal tie, blue crystal tie, purple crystal tie. They have all of those on one knife, which I think looks gorgeous, actually. Don't you? I mean, I personally think that looks great. They could have even worked in like gold. You know, they did green here. They could have done gold on those spots, and then they would have had a real smorgasbord. You know, that's the kind of thing I would do. I do want to steal this idea. I want to do a knife with all the different crystal ties on it. I think we could pull that off if you did like a tall boy, because there's so many, you know, you got the studs, the backspacer, the clip, the collars. Then you got the hardware, you got the liner, you got the scales, you got, right? You could definitely make it happen. I could get like 5 or 6 colors on it. I just think that would be dope. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that because it's really cool. So that's how I would do it, Troy, versus a Franken knife. Dude mirror looks sick. I got a pillow mint to match it perfectly. You got a mirror DLC pillow mint? That's hilarious, dude. Fucking fingerprint magnet, but that is dope. That is dope, dude. Dude, I just got this Kaiser Sable Chief polished DLC Ultra K390 purple fat carbon. I think you would like it, Kev. Sable Chief. Okay. Is that a new one? They sent me in. Let me check. Because they said like the July knives got held up. And then they sent me one knife. Now, this is a microbe. I've already seen this knife. I do like this knife. I like the way it looks. I don't necessarily... It's kind of stupid, I'll tell you. Hold on. This is wild. I actually like this. This has some kind of weird... It's got that... it's almost like Alutex on it. Look at that. It's pretty cool, actually. I love the like end cut on the sides. But I've definitely seen this knife already. Okay, so you know about the wind arm thing already. Yeah, I don't know. I just like this knife. I think it's cool. Some people were hating on it. And I'm like, I like it. I don't have the Sable Chief, man. Hopefully they send me more for July. They said they were going to send them. They just got held up. Starship Hunter X. I recently picked up a small boy from WMK, White Mountain Knives. Will you be getting other accessories for it soon? Well, the thing is, we sold all the kits. Like, I have never sold out of every kit. That was crazy, actually. And we had like 150 accent kits. And we sold all of them. Shit, we had 50 Zircuitai sets. That's it. I don't know. It's crazy. But I did ask Kubi if we could order more. It just depends on if they still have the tooling ready or whatever. Sometimes they're not like ready for it, and then it's going to cost more to have them gear up for it again. But if they still have it like ready, it can just, you know, they can make it on the machine, or maybe they have a bunch left over, that kind of thing, then we can do it. So I asked them, I want to order more. But other than that, what are you looking for? Because I have a couple of kits, like literally 2 left. Depending on the material you want, you know, I might be able to help you out. So just let me know. I'm not going to tell you what I have because then some people are going to be like, I want that. And, you know, I'm trying to help you currently. But yeah, I think I have 4 over there, but I think 1 is sold to somebody else that asked. And so I guess I have 3, but 2 of them are the same. So Anyway, let me know. You can always email info@divoknives.com. If I don't see your chat, just please email me. I will definitely respond to that. info@divoknives.com. How'd the PVD hold up under usage? What type are you guys using? So that's why we're testing it, Todd. We ordered it on the baby boy prototype so we could test it. There is a dealer who wants to use it, and they're just going to go for it. Like I told them, I can't guarantee anything because we haven't tested it, but you can order it if you want. So we should get a sample in time, but yeah, it's what do you mean? What type? I don't know. It's just PVD, and then they gave us the color options. I can show you. Where's my phone? There's like black, obviously, and then there's like gold, copper, rose gold, another gold, and then there's some gray colors. There's a rainbow color. Here. These are all the colors. So on the small boy prototype, baby boy, sorry, we are doing number 4, which I think is this one right here. We're doing this one, number 4 on the blade and the accents, I believe. And then we're doing number 12. That's 13. Where's 12? Is it this one? I think it's that one, number 12 on the handle and the hardware. That one. Although now that I'm looking at this, I kind of like 11 better. But it's hard to tell. I didn't want it to be like number 10 is too light. Like that's like silver. So I thought 12 would be a good like dark gray. But now that I'm looking at it, I might want to go with 11. What do you think, dude? You think 11 or 12? 11 or 12 with the copper, with the number 4 blade. Number 4, 11 or 12? I like the blue too. I kind of want to try the blue at some point, but I feel like ProTech does that, so I don't really want to copy them. But anyway, that's what we're working on. No sliding for this run, but customizable. Okay, so you're going to do it. That's cool. The weave is insanely light. Yeah, that would be sick. Collect them all and mix and match. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Yeah, weave sounds cool, man. I'll cook up a sexy one for you. Okay. I'm down, dude. Oh, did you do camo carbon ones? Because that'd be cool too. I do like that weave, but I also like that DLC. But I also, the only one I don't like is G10. I don't really want G10. Don't send me G10. Even though, I'm not going to complain, but I'm not a G10 guy, Some fidgets I might get into G10 if it's like a really snappy feel because it's easy to slide. But for something like that, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, hey, Kev, I think the buzz might have been one you did in PVD. I don't know if the blade is or not. Yeah, it was PVD, but it was a black wash. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a PVD without a black wash. So, like, we always did the black wash because that way it would hold up better than standard PVD. Also, standard PVD just kind of looks like paint. Like, it looks terrible. I hate Cerakote, and I hate a standard PVD because it looks like just paint. At least blackwash has like character to it. Yeah. Anyway, that's my theory on all that stuff. I didn't mean permanently. What? Do the Franken knife thing? What the fuck? Why would you do anything if you're not going to do it permanently? It's just a pussy move, dude. You got to do it permanently. I was just talking about mixing colorways just to see if it looks good, not leaving it. Yeah, I got you. Nah, I don't do shit like that. I go all in or not at all. That's how I roll, son. On the Edge EDC member for 6 months. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys very much. Channel members, you guys don't know. You guys help me out a lot. Really appreciate that. That's like the Lefty Jackwolf for sure. The Lefty Jackwolf? You mean like me? You don't mean like a left-handed Jackwolf? Because I've been trying to get him to do that forever. He won't do it because he can't. They won't do a run less than like 300 or something. Call it the Jello shot. Just smoked me. Everyone loves the microbe. I got tons of requests for that for my next Tiny Knives video. Oh, cool. Huh? We got a fan here. Southern Cal. Just posted the mirror. Oh, shit. Okay. No, it doesn't make any sounds or anything. I don't think it is 2 halves. I think it just has like a line around it. I don't think it's actually like 2 cut pieces. I could be wrong, but let me see. Is it on Instagram? Oh, it's a gold mirror? Oh, no. Is this a pinned one? What's going on? That's a regular one. Where am I looking, dude? Oh, are you talking about? Hold on. God damn it. You talking about on the website? Now I'm just confused, man. We go back to the website. Yep, that's what he meant. Oh, shit. Dude, that is sexy as fuck. Look at this, guys. I bet that picture was a pain in the ass to take. Look at that. Oh, my God. Yo, that's definitely the winner right there. Oh, holy shit. That is a sexy, squared off piece of titanium right there. You know what I'm saying? Guys, that'll go really well with your V3 growler. You'd be cooking with gas if you had those two. Cooking with gas. Dude, that is fucking gorgeous. Oh, it's fixed together with a pivot. So it is 2 parts. Interesting. Can I ask, why did you do that instead of a solid piece? Like like a stone. Were you planning to make it a fidget and then decided to just make it a worry stone? Or like, I'm just curious how you got there. Be interesting. Yeah, dude. 80 small boy is sick. TPK, baby. I think he still has those. PVD, yep. Physical vapor deposition is the actual process itself, where the coating type like DLC titanium nitride is the actual. Yep. Yeah, but everybody just calls it PVD because you know what we're talking about. We're talking about titanium nitride. DLC is, I believe, usually done in a different process. But I could be wrong. Ugh. The TIN or titanium nitride is what I'm thinking of. So like the silver one, I think is TINC. No, the C, that's the black, right? C for carbon. And then there's like TIN, which might be the gold one or something. Like they're all, you get a different letter for the different colors and shit. But it's usually, titanium nitride. But that just confuses people. So we just call it PVD unless it's DLC. If it's DLC, then you call it DLC because that actually has like different properties that make it stronger, you know? But that is an accurate statement. I don't know what a worry stone. You just fucking hold it and you rub it. You hold it, you rub it, and it soothes you. You know what I mean? I actually like that idea compared to like I love Tom, the notorious EDC, but like the beer bomb, like the pocket trash stuff, just I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me personally. But I like the idea, like the worry stone thing, because at least it's like something you could hold and like, you know, it's rounded, so it probably feels cool. I kind of think that makes more sense to me than a little fucking thing that has a bottle opener on it and shit that I would never use. And it's too big that I wouldn't want it in my pockets, which he said. I don't know. So I'm coming around to this mint thing. I'm excited about it, dude. I'm excited about it. You know what you should do though? If it's 2 pieces with a pivot, you might want to think about like the carbon ones. Take the carbon ones, and then if it's 2 pieces, like mill out inside and put a little weight in there or something. Like put a little piece of tungsten in there or something to add weight. Because I bet having something that is like air, like just feels like air, might actually be like weird for people. It might be easy to lose or whatever. If you add just a little bit of weight, so it has a couple of ounces of weight, that might be cool. Because people probably want the carbon for the feel and the color and stuff, but not necessarily for it being weightless, you know? I think being lighter is cool, but being stupid light might be a detriment. I don't know. It's just an idea. There's a lot you can do with it, though. Oh, I get it. You can mix and match them. Now I get it. Sorry. Okay. You really thought, I mean, obviously it's your product. You thought it out. It makes sense. On the website. Okay. Well, it wasn't there when I looked earlier, so that's why I didn't immediately think that. And so you can make one to match your current EDC, like Thai CF. Okay. Man, I get where you're going with it. It's cool. It's cool, man. I like it. What's the bearing size on the small boy? 5mm 3/64. It's on the website too. So you can always just check there. It wouldn't soothe me unless I was selling it for $50. Okay. Got my DLC small boy and put the Zerk kit on it, and it's freaking gorgeous. I loved it so much. My White Mountain Eyes version should be here tomorrow. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. Oh, dude, you can put the bronze on that one. It's going to look gorgeous, dude. Somebody else hit me up today or yesterday and was talking about, was that you? I don't think so. Was talking about the White Mountain version. They were like, what accents could I put on there? I don't like the blue. I think bronze is going to look sick on the White Mountain Knives version. You secretly just got yourself a pimped out version. By the way, guys, does this QR code work? Have you guys answered that already? I caught up, by the way, so I'll actually see the answer. The carbon fiber one probably feels a lot like a chunk of charcoal. What the fuck, dude? It probably does, actually. The weave carbon does have a little bit of a chalk. Yeah, kind of. All right. So weird, but okay. Still waiting on my small boy to get here from White Mountain, but I know in advance I'll enjoy it. Hey, guys, is their shipping still free? Is White Mountain Knives shipping still free? Because I hear from a lot of people that the shipping takes forever. If it's free, then sure, that's fine. But if you're paying for it now, because I also heard that You have to pay for it now. Okay, cool. All right. Well, then it doesn't matter if it takes 5 days or whatever. If it's free, that's cool. I can't get the QR code to work. Okay, shit. All right, let me get the one out of the email they sent me. Wait, isn't that what I used? I don't know what I used. Copy link. Let's try that. What time is it? Shit, 12:40? What the? Oh, yeah, I started late. Man, I hate that, but just, I got to get kids to bed. My daughter doesn't go to bed till fucking 10:30. It's summer. She's, summer camp and shit. It's not a big deal. But yeah, 10:30, and then so it's been 2 hours. All right, try that link. Try the new one. Let me know if that one works. I took the email. I took the link right out of the email instead of. Wait, isn't that the link that? Fuck. I don't know. Want to share? Don't forward this email. The button above is your personal. Okay, hold on. Let's try this link. That one's not gonna work. Should have read the fucking email. He put it right in there too. All right, try this one. Last one, I promise. Try that one. It worked. Oh, shit. The other one worked? You probably already have an account, though. Or maybe. I don't know. Just try this one and see if it works. By the way, guys, if you're a creator, you should definitely check out, well, even if you're not, you should check out Drop Beacon. But I've been working with Matt over at Drop Beacon to make the creator page as good as like Beacons or Linktree, because Linktree kind of is kicking everybody with knives off. So we've all kind of gone to Beacons AI, but Matt is trying to make Drop Beacon creator pages as good as Beacons, and it doesn't cost anything. So check it out. He's got some really cool stuff on there, but you can have all your links and shit there and your discount codes. It's also good if you free shipping is USPS and paid is UPS, I believe. Okay. I find that it doesn't matter. Like one of them's going to suck and one of them's not, but it's never the same one. You know what I mean? I ordered 2 small boys, one from White Mountain and one from the Divo site. White Mountain Knives got to me first, and my other landed today, but I left out of town, so it's just sitting there. Well, if you ordered it the day of the drop, I shipped them all the next day. So I don't know. I did change our shipping though. It's now just a flat rate, $10 shipping if you are over $100. And if you're under 100, it's $5 flat rate. And then we're just going to pick if it's UPS or USPS based on, where you're at, if you have a PO box, whatever. Like when Colin does drops, he can't use USPS, or he tries to avoid USPS because the hub in Atlanta is terrible. We had packages just sitting there for like weeks one time. So he tries to avoid USPS. Well, I like USPS because it's closer and I can just drop them off as long as I get there by a certain time. But I also use UPS all the time. So I just go by cost. Whichever one's cheaper for me, I use that because they're about the same. So we don't really have a preferred, shipping company or whatever. So I'm just setting it up where you pay $10 and then we'll do the rest. And I just put 3 to 5 business days, just making it easy. No, I didn't think you were complaining. I'm just explaining because I think it got confusing where, you have the the flat rate price. Then we had like, you could also choose priority. You could also choose UPS this or that. And like some people were choosing something that cost more, but getting less, like it just didn't make sense. I had one guy reach out, ask for a refund on shipping. And he says, he's like, please refund me my shipping. I upgraded to UPS Ground Advantage and you sent it USPS. Right. So I look into it. He chose USPS Ground Advantage. There's no such thing as UPS Ground Advantage. There's UPS Ground, but that's not what he chose. That's not even an option we had at the time. So I'm like, here's what you ordered. Here's what I shipped. It's the same. It's, you ordered USPS. I refunded him the shipping because I don't care. It's fine. And, it is a little confusing. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to change this. Just make it one option. We also had another guy. He ordered, he paid for next day. So he paid UPS next day air or whatever. So he pays like 25 or 38 bucks or something, right? He's one of those guys who wants the knife the next day. I mean, if you have the money and you want the knife, I have no problem with that. But we don't, like, when you have next day air or whatever, in my mind, I expect you to ship that knife that day and I expect to get it the next day. I paid for next day air. So if you don't, like, I couldn't get all the knives shipped that day. Like, I printed all the labels, and then Saturday I fucking spent the day packing all the orders, and then I fucking had to run to the post office. My daughter and I were trying to get to the UPS and USPS before they closed because they both are stupid and they close at 3:00. And we made it to both, but UPS, their system was down like Friday into Saturday. So we scanned like 70 packages that day. And I put in I always put in my phone number, and then it texts me a receipt with all the tracking numbers, right? I never got that tracking text. So I didn't even think about it, but this guy messaged me and he's like, hey, I just wanted to know where it is. I paid for next day, and it shows, like, I think he said, I just want to make sure you're shipping it because it looked like I didn't even ship it yet. And I'm like, I dropped it off the next day. Like, I refunded him too, obviously, for shipping, but yeah, it was gay. So like UPS, they showed like a RFID scan on Monday. So the drop was Friday. I printed all the labels Friday, packed them all up overnight and into Saturday, and then I dropped them all off Saturday before they closed. And then they didn't show up anywhere in the system in UPS because their system was messed up. And it just showed a RFID scan saying we got the package, RFID scan Monday. That was the strangest thing. So that sucked. But anyway, so I got rid of next day air because I don't want anybody paying for next day air. And then, what if it takes us 2 days to pack all the orders? Because it's just us. You know what I mean? We try our best to pack and ship everything within 24 hours, but sometimes we can't, or sometimes we can't drop it off within 24 hours for whatever reason. So I just don't want to offer that anymore. So we're just having a flat rate, and I'm putting 3 to 5 business days. And, it is what it is, because at least it's realistic, and we're not going to promise something we can't do, because I definitely don't want to do that. Anyway. What camo carbon is on your big one? That's Damtanium. Damtanium. I love that. that look. Anyway, this is that microbe. I don't know what this material is, but it's cool. It probably says it, right? Anyway, this is the knife they sent me. Black PVD coating, copper foil G10. What? That's copper foil G10. That actually is really nice for G10. That's cool. They matched it pretty well too with the PVD on there. I think that's, yeah, it's like the rose gold. It might be Cerakote. I'm not sure, but it looks good. They did a great job on that. Kaiser ran out of stickers. What the fuck? Yeah, what the hell, dude? No, I don't care at all. That's funny. How do you run out of stickers? Just, you know, print some more. A company like that, you think would just own, they would just own the printer, you know, and just be able to print their own stickers at that point. It's kind of how I would do it, I think. I have a buddy that runs a stickers website. So that's how I get them. If you guys ever need stickers, check out Ink Banana. Those are my people, Ink Banana. Let me check out this Artisan real quick, and then I'm probably going to wrap this up because I got to work tomorrow. So this is a Ray Laconico design. This is the Santee. Interesting knife. It's pretty cool. It's thin. Shout out to Titty Patina Knives, the original TPK. Titty Patina Knives. Oh my God, I forgot about Titty Patina Knife. What happened to her? What happened to her, dude? What happened to her? That's hilarious. I forgot about that. This knife is nice, dude. This is the Santee from Artisan. What's your date? Oh, it's nothing special, dude. It's corporate bullshit. I work for a fire protection company, and I just write up quotes. It's not nothing special. Stonewash blade. You got bronze with a little stonewash on it too. This is actually a really nice knife. On the lock bar? Ooh. I almost ordered one of those. They look nice. Yeah, dude. They are nice, actually. Surprisingly. I wasn't all that interested when I first saw it there, but it's just, you know, it's one of those things where you handle it and you're like, oh, shit, it's actually really nice. Feels good in the hand. I don't like upswept blades. So, wait. They said it was Ray Laconico. Isn't that what I said? It's Dirk Pinkerton. Sorry. What did I say? I don't know. Swear they told me Ray Laconico. This is Dirk. DP. Double penetrate. I mean, Dirk Pinkerton. That's a good looking knife. That is a good looking knife. I got a Growler V2 prototype from Jared Neve. And have the V3 prototype from you. They are quite possibly two of my favorite knives. All my Divos are. You guys make the best knives in the business. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you. I didn't know Jared had a V2 prototype. Which V3 prototype do you have? Is it a front flipper one, or is it like the old V3 with the bolster lock? I don't know if you guys remember. If you've been around long enough, we actually did a V3 like years ago, and then we never did it, and we switched to like a normal V3. I thought Patina was a dude. No, that was Patina Turner. Titty Patina Knives was a chick who, like, she put knives in her. She bought copper knives, brass knives, and she would put them in her titties, and that's how they would patina. Literally, Titty Patina Knives. Like, it was a literal translation. Oh my god, it was so funny too. And like legit had like a YouTube channel and everything. What happened to? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. TPK, that's right. It was TPK. I totally forgot. Clearly somebody's wife, probably. I don't know why. She's just like grabbing her boobs at the end. It's just retarded. I don't know. Maybe that was the only video she ever did. I don't know. I remember it though. That might be the first one I ever actually watched. I think it would like show up in shorts or something. But yeah, I don't know. Her content is still up. Very classy, yeah. I don't know. See, that thing for me is like I can't get into that because if you're not going to show your face, then like I know that you got to be busted up, right? You got to be busted up if you're not showing your face. I mean, I guess you could just be trying to not show your face, but like it's hard for me to be interested and not see a face. You know what I mean? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. Got to be a butterface. But was definitely some dude's wife in the community or some dude's girlfriend in the community. You know, she wanted her own channel and that was their idea. I don't know. She was like popular for a second though. She has an IG. I don't know. Dude, that was the most effort I was going to put into it right there. I was trying to show you guys. Okay, Paul, there is a Patina Turner who is a dude. Patina Turner is like, I think he like hangs out with Stevie and stuff. Said Stevie and Mattisfaction and stuff. That's a different person, and that's a dude. This was Titty Patina Knives, TPK. Oh, God. That's a great business model. I'd buy some of her knives. I think she sold them. Yeah, I think you're right. I've seen her videos, but I don't think she's done any new ones in a few years. I think she did sell the knives with her patina on it. I think that was like a thing. If you guys don't know this, there's a lot of like older single guys in the knife community. I'm sure some of you are those guys. And they can be a little creepy. You know, it's the same thing in the gun world. Like, you know, I can't stand it, honestly. Like if there's like a girl who's any moderately bit good looking, like seriously, we're talking very moderately good looking. And they like are into knives or something and have an Instagram account, then they get swarmed by dudes. It's pretty funny, actually. Oh, okay, gotcha. But yeah, it's the same thing in the gun world. Like there's the, you know, they call them gun bunnies or whatever, but I see the cringiest shit. Like yesterday I saw one on Instagram. It was like some girl, and she was like, "I just got my whatever the PCC was." She's like, "I just got this back, and now it's an FRT and a whatever." And she's like, "I don't know. It just doesn't. It just looks like they're. How do I explain it? It's just desperate looking." Yeah. I gotta find it. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. I'm sure it'll be popping up any second now. Or not. I figured it would be like their last post because they were tagged in it or whatever. Ah, here, hold on. They probably delete them after 5 seconds. Oh, here, this one.
I'm out here at the range today with
This one was just cringe to me.
suppressor. I just got it back from my friends over at East Valley Tactical. They did a nice 3-position FRT for me. So I'm out here to test it out and see how it sounds.
Actually, YouTube's probably going to hate me for that. Probably going to take down my stream or some shit. Damn it. Forgot about that. Anyway, it's like super cringy to me. Not into that. Creepy old man, yeah. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll give away something, guys. What do I want to give you? What do I want to give you? I don't know. What do you guys want? Oh, I got. This is kind of funny, actually. This is kind of this is on trend tonight. This is funny. No, I'm not giving away a growler. I'm sorry. I need them for review and videos and stuff. Look at this. I got my own worry stone. This is a fidget that company gave me. It looks like a fucking rock. Isn't that like the stupidest thing you've ever seen? I'm not really going to give that away because I don't think anybody wants it. But what do I have? I have some flashlights. How about this one? Divo wire clips. Dude, you could just get a wire clip. You know what I mean? How about this Woobin G5? This is a yellow one. The box is black, but it's a yellow one. Is it zirconium? No, that was I think that was steel. I don't fuck. It could have been zirconium. It doesn't change the fact that it's stupid. So, you know. Yeah, how about this? Because I don't want to keep digging in there. I don't think that was zirconium. That would be hilarious. I think it's stainless steel. Oh, it's aluminum. Even better. Even better. Yeah. Woobin G5. Let me figure this out. Let me go over to Drop Beacon, baby. That's where I do the giveaways now. Dude, the fuck? Where's the quick giveaway? Here we go. Title.
Yes. Live stream giveaway. Woogan G5. Okay. Yeah, sure. No, I don't need emails. Submit. No, no, no. Okay. Copy. All right. Here's the link. Hopefully you guys have done this enough times now. So here's the link to Drop Beacon. You just go to the link and you enter. If you don't have an account on Drop Beacon, you should have one. But you don't have to. If you don't want to get in on the giveaway, you don't have to. But you need one to get in, I think. But you can use my link. It'll give you a free pro membership for a year. So it's not like you're paying anything. I'll give you that link too if you want it. But it might automatically do that when you use that link. I don't know. I'm just going to put it in here to be safe. So the second link is the one to get the free pro membership. So if you're not on Drop Beacon already, maybe use that link first and then come back and use the first one. So I would use this one, get the membership for free, then this one to enter. I'll wait till like 1:10 and then I'll pull the winner. So 5 minutes. Sure, we can dick around for 5 minutes. Oh, let's see the keyboard. Yeah, perfect. So here it is. Let me I'll turn this shit up. Look at this shit, dude. And you could change. This is a knob, so I have it set up to do the lights. So it'll make it dimmer or brighter. And then I can change the pattern or whatever. Oh, that's like titties. Look at that. Hold on. I got this. Nah. That wasn't funny. All right, moving on. You get the idea, I assume. It's got like random ones. It's got like the gamer one. I like the colored ones. Was it this one? There's so many. This is the one I had on, I think. And then you could customize all the buttons. So I have like this one set up to pull up the calculator. I got this one to do a screenshot. I got escape to do 3 different things. So if I tap it, it just does escape. If I hold it, it brings up task manager or force quit. And if I double tap it, it locks the computer. I don't know. It's cool. It's got an aluminum body. Like it feels solid. It's from a company called Newfie. This is the Air 100 V3. I had the V2 before, but I don't know. I never was into like this stuff, but a buddy recommended it, so I tried it, and I love this thing. I don't do all the crazy stuff. Like there's weird stuff you can do, like they call them macros. I don't even know what that means. And you could do other stuff. I did like, change the layout a little bit. I did some changes, but all simple stuff. But yeah, I love this thing. Would definitely recommend. It said entered, but what? I can check. Open management. Let's see, I'll check, Paul. Yeah, you're in there, Paul. Yeah, a bunch of you guys already got in. Good. We got 30 entries. We got 2 new signups. Nice.
I have that on my Razer Huntsman. What is that? Is that a type of keyboard? Yes, it's wireless, Justin. I can do it. I can plug in for wired. I can use Bluetooth, which is what I do. And then you have the dongle right here if you want it. And then I bought this mouse. Brent recommended this for me. This is the Logitech MX Master 4. It's a little big, but this is cool too. It's got like a little thing you can press here, and then it has a little ring that pops up, and you can do like quick actions. So I can switch between my MacBook and my work computer real fast with it. I don't know. It's just some simple, like cool stuff you can do. Yeah, it's kind of a gamer keyboard or like somebody who does coding or IT or whatever. I'm not into that stuff, but you know, what kind of switches you go with? Cherry MX? I don't know. I don't think it's Cherry. I think it's the Gatortron or some shit. I bought a box of them because I thought these would be more clicky. These are the Gator somethings. Model Switcher Gatoron Panda Nano something. I bought these because somebody in the reviews on the website said it was like the most tactile or whatever, but I swapped like 4 or 5 of them out and it didn't sound as good and it didn't feel any different. So I left the stock ones, which are brown nano or something. I don't know. And it sounds really nice. I do kind of want to try a different, like just try other ones, but you guys know how I am. Then I'm going to have like 50 fucking keyboards. And it's like, do I really need 50 keyboards? No, the answer is no. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the mouse, but I wish it was smaller. Like this is made for like a larger hand than I have, I think. Or I just don't like how this, you know, it's just kind of big. I wish it was like 20% shrunk down, and then it would be perfect. But I like all the features. What I used before this was a Logitech Pebble. It was like literally just 2 buttons, and I really liked it. I had it for years because I just was like, I don't need fancy shit. And then I finally was like, I'll try it. And Brent recommended this, so I got it. And it's freaking cool. I love all the stuff you can do with it. I don't really use a lot of it. The horizontal scroll is nice. But yeah, I don't know. That's what she said. I still use Logitech G13 for gaming on occasion. Great piece of hardware. Nice. Yeah, I don't know a lot. I just think it's cool. That's why I got it. Macros is where you can set certain actions with one button press in video games. Well, Brent said he uses it for editing. He also has one of these like little keyboards. It's like this big, and it has like, you know, it has like 10 switches or keys, and then it has like a couple of knobs. And he says he loves that thing for editing. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Let's see. What do we got? 31 entries. All right. We've only got one more person since the last time I reloaded. So I guess we're good. Is everybody signed up? Anybody need more time? Are we good here? I'll give you 30 seconds to tell me you need more time. Have it for my Xbox when I need it. Don't you just use a controller? Like I'm not a PC gamer. Like when I played games, it was PlayStation or Switch, I guess. The last few games I played were on Switch. Zelda and like Mario, whatever, the Odyssey or something like that. The new GTA is supposed to come out soon, or did it just come out? I forget. But now I'm like, I'm not going to buy a whole system for that. But man, I love GTA. GTA is a shit. So maybe I will. I don't know. Probably wait a couple of years till it's like not brand new. Nothing's good new anymore. All right, I'm going to pull it. Let me share this with you guys. All right. Draw a winner up here. Okay. $14. Buy the gig. Bite the gig. Bite the gig. There we go. Number 14, bite the gig. You should get an email. Oh, you can have a chat during the giveaway? That's pretty cool. Awesome stuff. The site is awesome. That's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Yeah. Drop Beacon is the shit, dude. That's me. Woohoo. I was sick, Todd. I get to ship to fucking Canada. Yay. I'm excited you won, Todd. I'm just kidding. Shoot me an email, sir, and let me know where to send it. Shoot me an email, sir. Yep. I am going to go to bed. G13 was a high PO cannabis strain. I just remember Kind Bud, Purple Haze. I remember those. That's about it. Obviously, the Schwiggles. Swag. Remember? You guys remember back in the day when you would get a bag of sticks? Like, this shit was terrible. It's probably amazing now. But now, I guess you can just buy it. But I haven't smoked in forever. I'm smoking Granddaddy Purple. Yeah, okay. So that's what I'm talking about. Oh, man, I'd probably be wiped out. It's hilarious. Blue Dream. Yeah, I don't remember that, but there was one kind of like that. I can't remember the name of it. It was like blue. What was it? Like blueberry something or blue. Can't remember now. Pineapple Express. Well, that was a movie. I don't know if that was real. You know? All right. You guys have a good night. Todd, hit me up. It should email me your address or whatever. So you can just reach out. You know how to get me. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.